Hey guys, it's Maddy Love back with another video. So today I just wanted to kind of talk about my confidence journey because it's been a wild and rough one. I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet because there's just so much to talk about, but you know, we gonna have some fun, okay? So before I get into this video, I just like you guys to go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because I post weekly. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of a short backstory on like how I came to be about my confidence journey, I guess, because it's been a long one, but it hasn't really. So like it feels like it's been long, but it hasn't. Like since I was a baby, I've been chunky, I've been a little chubby, and literally throughout my entire life, like elementary school, middle school, and even high school, you know, I've been called names, you know, fat, you know, all this stuff. I've been told that I was fat and ugly. I've been told like, oh, I would date you if you were smaller, like stuff like that. And hearing those as you're growing up and you're kind of growing into yourself, it really affects you like way more than you would think it does. So that's kind of where it stemmed from. I'm also Caribbean, but in Haiti, which is where my mom is from, being bigger is seen as like bad. So there's also that kind of beauty standard, whereas, you know, other places in the Caribbean, they kind of embrace you the bigger you are, but that's just not the case. So there was a point where I was starving myself because I just didn't want to gain weight. You know, I'm not really an active person. I don't have an active bone in my body. I'm not athletically inclined, so I just you know, I try my best. I you know, I like to dance around my room and stuff, but that's about it. But I was starving myself at some point, and that's just like, even my sister was like, you know, that's just not good. So fast forward to college, my freshman year, usually everyone gains that freshman 15, and I mean I might have gained that freshman 15. I definitely was getting a little bit bigger, but it didn't really like hit, like the low self-esteem didn't really hit until I got into my first relationship. Now, usually when you're in like a seemingly healthy relationship, you do tend to gain a little bit of weight. And I think in 2017 was when I gained the most weight. So that was just like, oh, that was really bad. And so by the end of that relationship, my self-esteem and my confidence was at an all-time low. I did not think lower of myself until that point. So yeah, that's basically where my confidence journey began. So literally for the next year, which was like pretty much all of 2019, that was basically me just kind of getting my confidence back up. And there are a certain amount of steps that I took. I didn't really like take into account like or write them down, everything that I was doing. I just kind of, as I went along with the journey, I kind of realized like, oh, okay, so this is what I'm doing, this is what works for me. So I just thought I should share with you guys because, you know, this is a channel that highly supports the body positivity movement. I myself, I like to think of myself as an advocate. And you know, I just want, you know, even myself and girls who look like me, who are just as big as me, or as big or bigger, or, you know, even like smaller, but they still have had to go through the same problems that I did. like, you know, I want you guys to feel like you own the world, because you do. So these are the steps that I took to kind of boost my confidence over there. So let's get into it. So number one was working on my outer appearance. And I know that seems so shallow, like looks aren't everything, but when you're bigger and that's the first thing that people see, like no matter where you go, it does, because you know it's your outer appearance. People don't, when they first see you, people don't know what's on the inside. They just see what they see on the outside. So definitely working on my outer appearance, which meant like making sure that my hair, you know, looked decent most of the time, or presentable. Making sure that, you know, I kept my face clean and my body clean, and you know, making sure that I was well groomed. It really made a difference in my confidence, because it just, when you work on yourself on the outside, it's kind of starts to reflect what's on the inside. So, you know, making sure my outfits, like I really kept up with my style, made sure that I knew what I liked when it came to clothes. And like working on my outer appearance really made a huge difference on my confidence. Like if you saw me back in 2017, 2018, you'd be like, whoa, who is this? Who was that? I don't know who that is either. So that's step number one. Step two is self-care. So this one kind of ties into the first one, but self-care was more, for me, was more of like, on top of keeping up with the outer appearance, basically working on the inner too. So self-care is more than just, you know, bubble baths and you know, face masks and, you know, all that stuff. It's really sitting down and being honest with yourself about everything. Like you have to be honest and open to realizing and accepting your flaws. You need to realize, like, you know, you're not perfect, because nobody's perfect. But again, you need to realize your flaws. You need to understand them and where they come from. So even if you have to dig way deep into your past for that, do it, because it will really make a difference. And you know, it's just, self-care is being, you know, self-realizing all the time, because you know, it sucks to have to own up to your mistakes, but when you do, it's like weights are lifted off your shoulders. So self-care in the aspect of working on yourself to improve, to be a better person. So that's step number two. Step number three, which is my favorite, to be honest, because step number three is positive affirmations. So basically, it's gonna sound crazy, but literally, because in early, like the first half of 2019, I was living on campus at my old school, so, and I had my own room, so I was kind of like in solitude pretty much all the time. And it would start with me going in the mirror and literally just telling myself, like, I'm not lying, like, I'm so serious. I would go into the mirror and be like, you are a bad bitch. Like, and I was literally doing that every day. Like, telling myself, you are a bad bitch. You know, I might sometimes be like, wow, you're so beautiful, you're so smart, you're so funny, you're so this, you're that, in the mirror. But literally saying to myself, you are a bad bitch, like, quote it, you are a bad bitch, really, just because being a bad bitch is like, it's all of those in one. You know, being a bad bitch is not just about looks, it's about a mentality, it's about, you know, it's a confidence booster when someone tells you you are a bad bitch. It really, like, you walk away like, I guess I am, you know? So it's like telling yourself that you're a bad bitch, like you are a bad bitch in the mirror every day really, really, really worked for me, because it came to a certain point where I was telling myself that every day, and I really started to believe it. And so it started to show on me. So positive affirmations definitely help. So that's step number 3. Now, step number 4 is taking more photos and more videos every day. So this was one thing that I really wasn't expecting, because like I can probably show you all the pictures that I took throughout 2017 and 2018. Because I hated looking at myself. I thought I was so ugly, I was fat, I was this, I was that, and it just wasn't. And then on top of that, like, even taking videos and hearing my own voice is just like, ugh, I hate it. So when I was living on campus, I would go into the bathroom and I would just take, bathroom pictures, like, sit up on the sink and take a picture, or take a selfie, or, do this. I would take videos of me talking to myself and all of this, which was getting me used to seeing myself on a screen. And that really helped with kind of making me realize that, like, okay, I do want to maybe venture into influencing and starting a YouTube channel and doing all of that. And here I am. I just did a photo shoot last week in full lingerie, and I felt so confident because I've been doing that for so long. Now it's been a year. So definitely taking more pictures and more videos gets you used to seeing yourself in the way everybody else will see you. So there's that. Number 5, it's my version of body worship, which I'll probably do a separate video on my whole entire body worship routine. But basically what I do for my body worship is I'll take a nice shower, I'll shave everywhere, and I'll come out, I'll put on some, I literally have a bad bitch shower playlist that I'll put on. So I put that whole playlist on while I'm in the shower, and I'm probably gonna link it down below, so definitely check that out. But I put on my bad bitch shower playlist, and I play that while I'm in the shower. I come out and it's still playing. I'll take my cocoa butter and just lotion my entire body. I'll make sure I get my feet, like, make sure that I'm just taking care of head to toe. I'll put on like very like basically not revealing clothes, but I'll put on like a pair of underwear and like like a tube top or something that basically shows my body shape. And then I'll go into the mirror and basically I'll analyze like every part of my body, like my calves, my thighs, my stomach, arms, all of that. I'll analyze, and then I'll basically say like what I like about each part. I'll take some pictures, and basically like, I'm not like touching myself, but I'm basically like getting myself used to the shape and the size of my body, which has really helped. It's really helped. I really don't understand it because I just started doing it randomly. It makes me feel good on the inside and the outside because I'm taking care of myself. I'm doing some self-care, and at the same time I'm teaching myself about myself. So I'll definitely do a separate video on that, doing a whole routine. So let me know if you guys would like to see that. On to the next. Number 6 is transparency. Basically transparency, being so transparent about my past and basically being open to sharing my story with everyone. It's not easy to be so vulnerable, especially on the internet, because sometimes you feel like that can be used against you. So I just try to be as transparent as possible and being honest, like, about my body issues and telling people, like, even though I seem so confident and I seem so happy, like there are days where it's hard and I can't like bring myself to feel confident, but I kind of like force myself to. With it's not good to be so strong all the time, but for me, I feel like because for me personally, I felt so weak for so long that it's time for me to be strong. So being transparent really kind of helped me. And it also, I want to be transparent because I don't want to come off as, being fake or anything. Like, and I want to be a positive influence for plus size women. So yeah, transparency. And my last step is spirituality. So step number 7 is spirituality. This one is either hit or miss because, some people don't, believe in God, or some people are not very spiritual. I found that opening myself up to God and to the universe basically made me realize that a lot of things happen for a reason. And the whole God made you in his image, and it kind of helps me realize, like, okay, I need to stop being so negative all the time, which it's hard because it's so easy to be negative, but I've opened myself to spirituality because it kind of makes me see life and the world in a whole entire different light. Like, as time went on, I've grown closer and closer to it, but being spiritual has helped me connect with the earth and the beauty in everything, like literally everything, which in relation helped me to see the beauty in myself, and the fact that I'm a human. I'm alive, I'm breathing every day, and I'm grateful. Like, there's still so much to be done for the world, and the fact that I'm able to wake up every day and do what I do is just, it's a gift and it's a blessing. So spirituality has definitely helped me in my confidence, which is it's weird to think about, but it's definitely worked. So those are all my steps to confidence. I mean, it's really like, it's within yourself. You have to want it to get it, and you have to be patient. It's not gonna just come easily, like after my breakup I was really, really, really heartbroken, but in due time I was able to realize, like, okay, like, this happened for a reason. You definitely needed this, so work towards healing and get better, and realize your purpose. And I feel like right now I'm living in my purpose, and gaining my confidence back, or not even gaining it back, because I've never been this confident before, but gaining my confidence is just the first step. Now it's my turn to help others gain their confidence so that the world can be a better place. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. I don't know why. It's just like, I feel blessed to be in this position, and I just want to spread positivity, you know? Thank you guys for watching. I know I probably rambled for so long, so I definitely apologize, but yeah, I'm glad you guys watched. If you watched through this whole video, just clap for yourself, give yourself a pat on the back. Okay. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and again leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because I post weekly, and I want to know, like, what do you feel about body positivity and confidence and this whole movement? You have positive feelings about it, you have negative feelings about it. I want to know. Let's talk. So that being said, I love each and every one of you, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Girl was poison, ayy. But luckily I was a fire type. Had to torch that chick before she blazed my kids. She got a couple demons, I can't let them in. Ay.